Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is I Allegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because buyers are failing to show up. I'm in downtown Huntington Beach, California, and this is wild. Guys, the IHOP went out of business down here. Closed forever. No more Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. Okay? Done. Isn't that wild, guys? IHOP is done. Okay? It's done, guys. People are not spending money going out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, today. But guys, let's get right into it. When it comes to real estate, people are not showing up, guys. They're just not selling houses. And what we're seeing is a staggering amount of houses that are getting pulled from the market. In January of 2025, we had a staggering 77,000 houses that were pulled from listings. We're not going to sell it. We're going to go to a more favorable time, was what the average listing agent said. We're going to go to where rates are going to go down and people are going to be more favorable, like the spring. Okay? Now understand this. If you live in certain areas and you've got snow and inclement weather, I'm sure that would slow down house sales and house showings and things like that. But to sit there and think that there's going to be a better time, I'm telling you guys, get ready for 7% interest rates to stick with us. It's just going to be there. They're not going to go down anytime soon. Think about this. 65% of the people out there right now that have a home loan are in the 4% range. Now, you're lucky if you got 2 or 3, but if you're 4 and under, what are you going to do? You're not going to sell, is what they've thought. Now, what's happening lately is that you're experiencing more people that have life issues. And the life issues is, hey, I just got transferred back east. Hey, I just lost my government job. Hey, I'm getting divorced. My wife is dating the plumber. You know, those type of things make it so it doesn't matter. You got to sell the house. This is becoming a bigger problem all the way around. The other thing is that the people that have recently purchased cannot rent the house out for what their mortgage payment is. Another kiss of death. So they're doomed right now. They're doomed. You know, Scott Walters, realtor in Santa Barbara, says, listen, if you want to buy a house right now, buy it so that your down payment would cover the rent. Look at what that house would rent for before you purchase that home. What solid advice is that? Now, here's the thing. I don't own a house right now, which I'm gleefully happy about. Every house that I've looked at right now has a problem where they cannot get insurance for the house. The state program called FAIR, which FAIR, it's all capitals, right now, because of the LA fires and other disasters in California, is $1 billion upside down, $1 billion. And they have determined, there's a story below on this, that the homeowners that have existing coverage right now are going to have a supplement and pay for these problems. Isn't that terrible, guys? So you get to pay for everybody else's house. Think about this. These people couldn't get regular insurance like you could get, so now you have to pay for their loss right now. Some of these people are never going to rebuild, and because of California's strict restrictions and crazy restrictions and, you know, restrictions over some beetle or whatever, green environment or peace and freedom, okay, you are not going to be able to rebuild your house right now. It's only going to get worse, guys. Only going to get worse. It's super windy, so I'm going to go back the other direction. But I'm telling you guys, you haven't seen anything yet. So average house in the market, the last number that we have was 56 days, and it's climbing. Every realtor that I've spoken to has said it's getting longer, and the buyers are more sophisticated now, Dan. Well, what does that mean? They were stupid buying houses 2 months ago? No. You can make any excuse you want, but people are not closing deals right now. It's that simple. It is that simple. The inventory for unsold houses is climbing right now. And, 1 in 10 properties were still in the market. And 64% increase from 2023. Guys, I'm sorry, 1 in 10 properties were pulled from the market. It's a 64% increase over a year earlier. Okay? Wild, 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 wild. Now, the problem with it is the payments. Realtors that I've talked to have talked about the deals they've closed lately have been cash deals. One realtor was on Facebook bragging about how, hey, I double dipped. I got the buyer and I got the seller. I sold it for $2 million. And I'm like, what jerk? And I would want to use the D word here. What jerk would sit there and brag about this? Oh yeah, I double dipped him. It was great. Okay. Well, the point was the buyer was a cash buyer for the house. People that buy these homes don't care. Don't care if you're paying cash for a house. I mean, most of them, I'm going to live here forever. This is going to be my forever house. So if it drops 10, 20%, you just don't care about that. Crazy, 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 crazy. You know, in December there were 1.15 million houses for sale, and it's a 16% increase over year to date. Now, even with the drops in the contracts, 41,000 contracts were canceled in January alone. Midstream, remember we talked about the 50 some thousand in December. Another 41,000 went up, but it's the highest level of cancellations since 2017. This is not good, guys. Again, the buyers are not showing up to purchase homes right now. Just that simple. So let me know what you think about this so far. You haven't seen anything yet, but again, people are having to make tough decisions. People are going to have to start selling and have to lower the price. With all this extra inventory that's coming to market, what do you think is going to happen? Seriously. Oh, the prices are continuing to go up. You're delusional if you think that's what's going to happen. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. You know, experts like Robert Kiyosaki say that people keep asking him, where is silver going to go? Where is gold going to go? And that's the wrong question. The real question is, how much do you own? You guys have to get gold and silver into your retirement plan today. The best place to do that is #1 rated Patriot Gold Group. Call them, 888-330-1431. If you don't want to call them, use the link below, fill it out. They will answer all your questions. They've been #1 rated for 9 years in a row. Very easy to do business with, and you need to contact Patriot Gold Group today. IRAs, 401ks, they've got the only IRA that's free for life right now. Call them today. Think about this. A couple weeks ago, Nvidia stock completely decimated the stock market. One stock made people lose $600 billion in value in one day. What's going to happen in the future? The S&P 500 could take a dump as much as 25%. What are you going to do, guys? Protect yourself and get a hedge with gold. Call Patriot Gold Group today, 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. Some things to think about that are very serious, and that the producer price index, wholesale prices, wholesale manufacturing, the inflation on that went up 3.5%. It's the highest level in 4 years. So, that's no big deal. No, it's a huge deal because it's people making stuff that we have to pay for, guys. And this is everything from cardboard to metal to electronics to cars to everything. Now, speaking of that, manufacturing went down in January, and they're blaming car production on that. Guys, I'm telling you this right now, it's everything. Everything. When you have an IHOP go out of business in a resort town, that place literally had people there all the time. Why did it close? A woman walked up to me as I was filming it, and she goes, gosh, I hope they put a nice restaurant in here and not a place like this. I'll be shocked if that place reopens with anything right now. That's how bad it is. So, people's debt to income ratio, household debts, debt to income ratio has climbed through the roof. Delinquencies and credit cards are going at an all-time high right now. It's funny. This place was a Mexican restaurant called El Ranchito. It was nice. Again, had a fire, and after the fire couldn't rebuild. They have I want to say 13, 14 locations in Orange County, something like that. Maybe 8, whatever. But good Mexican restaurant. Not coming back, guys. Okay? Done. Done, done, Daru. Everything is suffering right now. People do not have the money to go out to eat. They don't have the money to go out and eat at IHOP. IHOP is no longer a value. It was no longer cheap. It was incredibly expensive to go eat there. And that's what people are experiencing right now. So let me know, guys. Let me know, but not rebuilding, you know? So this is Main Street in Huntington Beach, California. I would walk out through. It's just super, super windy out there on PCAs. So let me know what you think about this. Are you concerned about this at all right now? I am. Shore break. Added a new hotel down here. I don't know if anybody's going to go there, but you've got to pull your finances together. You've got to look at making sure you have money in the house, making sure that you have food in the house. It's funny. I was in the garage and found, from moving from one location to another, I found a bunch of my stored food that I had, and my friend had said, "Oh, I had locked it up for you and put it in all these bins." You have to have this stuff, guys. You need to talk to people on which food will last for years, you know, what water you can store, dry goods, everything like that. And once again, you know, we've talked about how inflation's here, guys. We're not going to get rid of it. So much money was given away during the last 5 years that you haven't seen anything yet, and it's not going to slow things down. With high inflation, people are like, oh, housing prices are only going to go up from there. Okay, people can't afford the houses that are out there right now because of the high interest rates. What's going to happen with these $2 million houses you have here in California? They're going to go to $4 million, and people are just going to have a $28,000 a month house payment. I will never forget, was flying in a plane when I was in junior high, and Dr. Jerry Buss owned the Lakers. And Dr. Jerry Buss bought a really beautiful house. It was famous. It may have been the Pickford Mansion, but he bought it from a famous actress from the silent era. And he went out and had a $28,000 a month house payment. And it was in this magazine. Yeah, the interest write-off's better than me paying the thing off. And I just was like, $28,000 a month. There were people that didn't make that in a year back then. And as a kid in junior high, I just thought that was crazy, crazy numbers. So let me know what you think about this. And telling you, what are you seeing in your neighborhood? Are prices moving? Now, here's the thing. Here in California, I see condos that are $800,000. I have friends that are like looking at places. Listen, we're going to retire. We want to slow down. We're going to buy this $800,000 condo. And I'm like, wow, think about this. That place was $400,000 5 years ago, and it's doubled in price. So, is that a good decision? Is it not? Can you wait? I think you should. More people are waiting. More people are pulling things off the market. More private sales. Plus, you haven't seen anything yet with these, the fires here in California. That's going to affect a lot of things. But imagine you're a homeowner and you get to pay for that calamity that has nothing to do with you. You could live 1,000 miles away from that. It has nothing to do with you. One thing that is crazy right now is the layoffs that are happening on the government side of things. Housing and urban development is going to lose, you ready? 50% of their employees to layoffs. Guys want to take a buyout? Get out now. Now, postal workers, U.S. postal system is going to lose 5,200 employees that they've already announced. It's going to get crazier and crazier, guys. You're just going to see more and more of this right now. So let me know, guys, what you think about this, because we haven't seen anything yet. Now, I get people that are just fuming. Write me, and how dare you? This is terrible. This better across the street from El Ranchito that's done. You know, it's sad, guys. This is absolutely crazy that we're living through a time when people get upset over people cutting back right now. Okay, everybody's going to cut. You need to cut back. I need to cut back. Everybody does. You know, it's funny. A friend of mine who was sitting there looking, who drives a lot, you know, from state to state. And she's like, you know, I'm looking at a hybrid car. And I was telling her about the Prius, and she's like, you know, oh, that's great. But, you know, So they're starting to make super wild deals. You can buy base model cars from places like Toyota that are giving stuff away. Commercial real estate loans in Los Angeles, think about this. January saw an uptick of people that were paying their mortgages. Now, the delinquency rate had hit 8.4% in at the end of December. I mean, 8.4% of the loans were behind. Now it dropped 1.2%, which is a huge increase. It's a huge turnaround. Hey, let's pay our mortgage. The problem with this is that you still don't have people renting these places. You still don't have them with the ability to refinance these places. They're just making the mortgage payment, and these guys are celebrating the fact that they're doing what they're supposed to do, which is pay their bills. So, but great article from Biz Now below on that. Guys, look at everything. Look at everything that's happening in the economy and make up your own mind. But again, I've told you people this. If it's just you and the cat, or you and the dog, or one man band, one woman show, get your life in order fiscally. Take care of that because you will feel better right now, because we're going to run into some dark waters right now, and you cannot deny this. Now, you can be a real estate agent and shoving it down everybody's throat, talking, hey, I sold a $2 million house. I got both ends of it, double dipped it, and be a jackass like that. But I'm telling you, you may not sell another house for a very long time. Let me know what you think about this. And hope everybody's good right now. I'm going to finish this video with these last couple stories. First things first, guys. I got a text message that my toll road account is in jeopardy. Uh-oh. Better contact them. Pennsylvania Turnpike account. Huh? Hey, guys, I've never been to Pennsylvania. So please don't fall for these scams when you get these text messages. Yes, does it mean that your account has been jeopardized? Yes, but just don't click on stuff like that. Don't share it. Hey, is this Betsy? Are you free tonight? When you get those fake texts, do not respond to them. Just delete them, block them. That's the end of it. Okay? It's that simple. Final story, and this is bad. It just got snuck in under the radar to end the week, and that was that retail sales have dropped dramatically. Again, because we get real numbers now, they went down 0.9%. Last month, they tried to lie to us and say, no, retail sales in December had shot up 0.7%, and everything was great in December, and they were revised up. Remember, every number for the last 3 years was revised. There wasn't one number that was just left alone. It was all revised. But the truth is, you've got retail sales that are down 0.9%. That's simple, guys. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, email me hello@iallegedly.com if you want. And people say I say okay and right now too much. So, okay right now. Have a nice day, okay? What are you doing for a job? Anyways, okay? Right now, let me know. Okay. I'll see you very soon, guys. Email me anytime.